All right, great selling Saturday, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, and with our 15 minutes of mastery that we do each and every day to get you some information, inspiration, and motivation so that you can go out and attack the day. Great selling Saturday, man. Episode number 539 from beautiful Orlando, Florida. I'm glad we're here in May and not in July or August when it's humid as heck. But anyway, spent the day yesterday at Magic Kingdom. That was fantastic. The kids enjoyed it. The whole family enjoyed it. We had a great time. Definitely got worn out. And hopefully you got to catch our 15 minutes mastery from right there in front of the castle in Magic Kingdom. But listen, today I want to talk to you. Reach out with a very, very important message. And you know that our messaging is completely different than what you would expect from most sales training people, sales training companies, right? And because we understand that there's more to it than just technique. We understand that there's more to it than tactics, especially in a market like what we've had over the last 3 to 5 years. And so when I tell you something like what today's title is, don't be a salesperson. Some people would think, Caesar, you're completely out of your freaking mind. What do you mean? It's Saturday. You tell me that Saturdays are all about the sale, but then you're telling me not to be a salesperson. What in the world does that mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. Check this out. Zig Ziglar writes, today I will be a successful sales professional, and I will learn something today that will make me even more professional tomorrow. And hopefully we're going to teach you something today that will make you even more professional today. But I love the way he describes it here. Don't be a sales person today. Be a successful sales professional and learn something, because learning is so important, because you have to understand something. Your buyers right now, my friends, your buyers need to learn something from you. They want to learn something from you, because a great majority of your buyers are all concerned about very, very specific things, the majority of them. But what I can tell you with certainty that all of them are thinking, every single person that responds to an ad, every single person that contacts you, whether it's through email or website or whatever it may be, whatever form of contact that they make with you, okay, they all are thinking one thing. They all have this one thought in mind, and I need you to wrap your head around this. This goes from Orlando. Hey, man, congratulations on getting started out there at Texas Built. Best of luck with that, brother. Whether it's Rolando or anywhere else, whoever's watching this, whatever part of the country, whatever part of the world you're in, anyone who comes to you, makes contact with you, all have this one thing in common. They all want to buy a home. They would not be contacting you if they did not want to. They would not be online looking at these homes. They would not, and some may run across a picture or a floor plan, something that pops up on their phone or wherever it may be. They all may run across that, right? And they all may show some sort of interest. They may like, hey, that looks great. That's a great looking house. That's a fantastic floor plan. Whatever they may say, that looks beautiful through the outside. There's a lot of great homes out there in that especially manufacturer world, right? But not everybody's going to reach out. Not everybody's going to make that first move. Not everyone's going to go online and actually fill in their information so that somebody can contact them. Not everybody's going to do that, but every single one of them that does wants to buy a home. Yes, Caesar, but what about the ones that just want information? They want information. You know why they want information? Because they want to buy a home. Plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. I am not going to ask you for information if I did not think that maybe, some way, somehow, that thing, whatever it is, in your case, homes, but I'm not going to fill out information. Man, I'm okay. I'm looking right now at we're outside here. I'm sitting outside of where we're staying at. Beautiful, great resort here. Okay, awesome pool. They got this pirate ship in it. Anyway, I would not have contacted this place if I were not interested in staying here. Plain and simple, right? I mean, look, let's be real. When it comes to these things and planning these trips, a lot of times my wife gets involved, right? She'll look at the different places. Well, what's it rated? What's this? So believe me, if this weren't a place that we were willing to stay at, we would not have contacted it. We would not have looked into it. We would not be here. So whether it's hotels, whether it's cars, whether it's a phone, whatever it may be, okay? Why do I not? Let's go back to the phone thing real quick. Why do I not look at the Apple website for phones? You know why I don't? Because I'm not interested in Apple iPhones. I'm not interested in them. So why would I even look at it? Why would I even in one way reach out to Apple and say, hey, will somebody please give me some information on iPhone? I'm not an iPhone guy. I'm not going to reach out for information. It's the same thing with your buyers. If they reached out to you, if they walk into your sales center today, if they make some sort of contact with you, they want to buy a home. So let's get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. I always tell people this. Nobody is showing up to tell you no. They may end up saying no because maybe it's not the right home. Maybe it's just the payment's not in their budget. That maybe you just didn't do your job and you didn't build that relation connection and you didn't really make an impact. So they told you no, but they want a house. They want a home. Okay. So we've got that out of the way, right? So let's discuss this real quick. Okay. What's the holdup? What would make me different? What would help me help them to be able to make the decision they already want to make? See, you have to understand this, right? I'm gonna let you in behind the curtain here. All of them have the same foundational concerns right now. Has nothing to do with the house, man. They want a house. They want to bring their family and put them in something that they love and put them in something that they're providing. They've got pride that they want to provide. They've got fear that they want to help get their family out of certain situations. They've got a need because maybe their home is being sold out from them under them. They can't rent it anymore. Whatever it may be, they want to buy a home from you. But the foundational concerns that they all have right now center around uncertainty. Tim Robbins talks about the basic human needs, and we have a basic human need for love. We have basic human need for certainty, right? We need things to be certain. Most of us are not risk takers like this crazy guy here. Most of us are not. Even to this day, look, I still deal with it within my family, right? I'm the risk taker. I'm the one that's all in, and my wife isn't, right? And so she's gotten a lot better, but we still have those things. So your customers are the same way. And so the uncertainty is what's scaring them. So what are they uncertain about? They're uncertain about, one, can they afford the home? And that's the major one, right? Look, most people don't understand tariffs. Most people don't understand what they are. Oh, it's a tax on you. It's not a tax on you. But anyway, most people don't understand tariffs. So they hear it in the news. They think it's something that they should be worried about. So they worry about it, right? But they don't really understand it. But what they do understand is, am I going to have enough money in my bank account to be able to make that monthly payment every single month? And so because of that, they worry about pricing. They worry about interest rates. They worry about what is going to happen in the future. They worry about, hey, I hear that in some states, like in Florida, prices of homes are actually going down. And so, well, what's going to happen with that? Now they're wondering, well, should I wait some longer? Because, well, what if the manufactured homes prices start coming down also, right? And so these are all the things that they are worried about. But yet, somehow, the majority of you out there do not address them. You're not proactive. You're not intentional. You think that, hey, if they don't bring it up, then I'm not going to talk about it. And that's where you're screwing up right now. That's where you're missing. You're missing right now because you think if they don't bring it up, then it's not a big deal. And well, I kind of hopefully I don't have to address it because I don't want to scare them. I'm here to tell you they're scared anyway. They're worried about those things. They want you to address them. They want you to please take that burden off of them and help them understand that, hey, in spite of this, what you may think about that, let me educate you on what the reality is of it. And educate them. Explain to them what is going on with pricing. Explain to them how, hey, listen, okay, up to date site built homes right now are $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. Maybe they're coming down. They've gone down. I believe some markets 2 or 3%, right? Okay, so imagine this, Mr. Customer. Our prices aren't doing anything. They're solid. They're where they're at because even that way, they're still hundreds of $1,000s less than that site built home you're looking at. But let's say you decided to buy that site built home that is going down right now in pricing. Where is the bottom on this thing? Where is the bottom on that market that is overinflated, that the pricing shot up so much? And let's say you decided to buy now because it dropped, and then it continues to drop. You just went from investing and now you're losing money. You have lost equity in the purchase of that home because you decided to jump into a market that you thought was coming down and you thought, hey, that's it. And it's going to go up from there. But look, the correction is going to be steep. It's going to be hard. And you're going to lose money if you make that decision. Whereas here, our pricing is actually below market price. You're actually going to gain value in the purchase of your home. But you have to explain why, because of the construction. You have to explain why, because of materials that are. You explain why that home is priced below market value, not because it's an inferior product, not because it's lesser than. It's just because of the model, the business model. And go back and show. Right now is the perfect time for you guys. Hey, you guys that are starting off at a new place, here's a little tip for you. All right, bro. I encourage everyone to go on the tax rolls, go on the county website for your tax assessor's office and look up recent purchases in manufactured homes. And when I say recent, I'm saying in the last 3 to 5 years, and pull up the tax rolls on those. Especially for models that you carry. Go to your location, find out who's bought in the last 4 or 5 years, and look those up. It's public information. Print them, and you will see that the vast majority of them have increased in value from what they bought it for 3 to 5 years ago. That is proof right there that you can show people and you can help them understand and see the smart decision in moving forward with the purchase from you. But you see, a lot of us don't address these things. We don't address the rates. We don't address the fact that, listen, pricing is where it is. Rates are where they're at. But the most important thing, obviously, is going to be the monthly budget. So let's dig into this based on your income, based on your debts, on where you should be so that you are comfortable. And let's only look at the homes that are here. Let's only look at the homes that are in your budget because, look, you're not going to be in the same position 5 years from now, 10 years from now than where you are right now. But the reality of it is right now you're in the need of a home. So let's accomplish that goal. 5 years, 10 years from now, when you are in a different lot in life, when you are in a different position financially, you can make the transition into something else because the reality, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, is that most buyers do not stay in their home for the rest of their life. The reality is most people are transitioning from homes every 5 to 10 years. I know that you're thinking of this as a 30-year mortgage, but ladies and gentlemen, let's be real. Most people only stay in their homes 5 to 10 years. 5 to 10 years from now, you're going to be upgrading. You're going to be moving into something else. Buy yourself what you can get now within your budget so that you're comfortable. You provide what you can for your family that you need, something comfortable, something yours, and something that is building equity for you. And then in that next step, in the next phase of your life, you scale up. And even if you did decide to stay in this home for the rest of your life, any home that you purchase today, if you're in it 30 years from now, is going to need some sort of rehab, some sort of remodel. You're going to be upgrading your current home, your current manufactured home, to nicer cabinets, crown molding throughout. Maybe you do the texture throughout because maybe you're buying a home that's only vinyl on gypsum. You change floorings, everything, kitchen sinks, countertops. You can do all of this as you're living in the home. But it's my job, it's your job as a sales professional, as a sales professional consultant, to help them understand these things. But hardly any of you are slowing down enough to address those concerns. And the concerns right now are not the homes. The concerns right now are not anything except for the financial aspect of things. What's going on out here with the tariffs? What's going on out here with the administration? How is that affecting what I'm about to do? What about these prices? What about these interest rates? Help me please understand that I am making a solid decision by doing this, but you've got to do it up front. You've got to do it before you go outside to go show homes. I promise you, I swear to you, if you just committed to that, if you could do yourself the favor, slowing down, understand that right now is your time to be an educator, your time to be a leader. Right now is your time to truly stand out and help that buyer go through those 6 steps of transformation that they need to go through in here to be able to make that decision they want to make. They want to buy. You have to wrap that around your head. They want to buy. They are not there because they don't want to. They did not wake up today, this Saturday, on the 3rd of May to come and tell you no. If they shut up, they want to. But they want you, even though they're saying, hey, I just want to go look at the homes. They're scared. They're nervous. They don't want to get their hopes up. And it's your job to slow them down and say, hey, I understand you want to go look at that. And I promise you we're going to. I just want to help you understand how you're going to be able to make this work if we find something out there, which I'm sure we will. But give me 5-10 minutes. Let's go through a few things, because that's also why you came here. You have to lead. You have to take control. You have to be a servant leader, but take control and guide them through the process that they need to go through. Don't use words like this is what we talk about, process, right? We talk about applications. Don't use those terms, but help them go through that. And the best way you can do that right now is by being the educator, not the salesperson. Don't be a salesperson. Be the educator. But how can you be the educator? Just like what Zig Ziglar said, right? Learn something today that will make you a professional tomorrow. Leave salesperson behind. Leave sales concern. Leave all of that behind. Become the educator, because the educator right now is the person who helps people settle down, calm their nerves, and helps them transition emotionally and psychologically from the fear to the joy, and makes it comfortable for them to make a decision. So how can we do that? Listen, first and foremost, let's go through our top 5 ways you can make this happen. All right. If I can get this thing to pull up my handy dandy list that it is not bringing up now for some reason. Oh my gosh, I apologize. But anyway, I'm going to take you through that list. First, you have to understand that they want to buy. Okay. First, you have to understand every single one of them, whatever list they are on, whatever contact they made to you, however it is that they're getting communication with you. Every single one of them want to buy. You have to understand that. Second is you have to understand that each and every one of them have those basic foundational concerns. And the majority of it centers around just the financial aspect of this. higher prices, higher rates, tariffs. Am I going to be able to afford this? You have to educate them on that. That's the next thing. Understand that those are their concerns. And now you want to educate them on these things. And so in order to educate them on these things, you have to commit to being that person, that professional consultant, not even a professional sales professional, a professional consultant. Be the educator. Help them understand why they need to do this. Help them understand how they can do this. But address these things up front. Do not, if they do not bring it up, you still need to bring it up. You still need to be the one to bring it up. How do we do that? Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I appreciate you being here. Hey, and I know you've shared some great information with you. I do want to address a couple of things that have been coming up with the majority of my clients here over the last couple of years. And they've been this, and this. And I'm sure you're probably in the same situation, right? You may have some questions about that. You may have some doubts about those things. Am I right? And I guarantee you the majority of them are going to tell you yes. And that's your time to educate them on those things. Because once you've gotten that out of the way, you've taken that weight off of their shoulders. Now they can freely go out and take a look at all of the homes you're going to show them, and hopefully not 10 or 20 of them, right? 3 or 4. But they're going to look at them with a clear mind of only looking at the home and deciding which one, because now you helped me understand that whatever you're going to show me today is going to be able to work for me within my budget. And I don't have to worry about these things that I hear in the news about tariffs that I don't understand. And I don't need to worry about the price or the interest rate, because I know that the payment's going to be where I need it to be, and I'm going to be able to provide for my family. When you do those things, you clear off that weight, and they can go out there looking with a clear mind. And now they're truly looking, because when you don't do that, you have them bogged down with that weight, that concern. Man, it doesn't matter how beautiful it is or whatever. They're going to doubt in their head because they've got these things that you didn't address. So understand they're there to buy. They all have the basic concerns. They need you to help them understand that and educate them on that. And in order for you to educate them on that, you have to be the professional consultant. So in order to be a professional consultant, you've got to learn these things. And that's where the majority of you need some work. I'm not calling you out in a way of, hey, you big dummy. No, I'm just calling you out in the sense of, hey, it's time that you take time to improve your game. Learn the things that have to do with your business. Learn the things that are affecting your clients right now. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. And the change has to start with you. Change has to start with all of us. We've got to do it every single day. That's why even on Saturday, while out of town in Orlando with my whole family, I'm still here with you. Because these moments help me to improve. Had a call earlier with a new company out of North Carolina that's expanding, was looking to do some training as well. So I've got to work. I've got to get better. We have our time together, our 15 minutes to mastery, and there's so much more. We all need to continue to improve. We all need to continue to grow. We all need to continue to push ourselves to get to that next level. So go out there and do that. Don't be the salesperson today. Be the professional consultant. And understand, they all need you. They all want you. They want to say yes. You need to help them make the decision they came in to make today. And if there's a way that we can help you here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, take your life, your business, and your career to a whole new level, reach out to us. If you are a leader of a team, if you own a retail center, if you are one of the community operators out there, one of the larger companies that owns several hundreds, we are here for your teams. We can help them as well. Reach out to us. And if you're going to be at MHI, be sure and come by booths 99, 93, 95, and 93. That's where we're going to be at. The whole team's going to be here, man. No, got the whole family, got the whole team. My gosh, it's going to be a party. We're going to have a great time, and we want to meet you. And we want to help you understand how we can be your success partner to be able to do great things, because there's so many families out there that need you. They need you, but they need you to be at a whole different level. And that's where we come in to help you get there. All right, guys, go out there, do some great things this Saturday. All right, we'll be back in here tomorrow with a Sunday recharge edition of the 15 Minutes to Mastery. Tomorrow is a pool day. Today, we're going to go visit some clients that we have here in the area. We're going to go out to the villages, going to take the family out to the villages. Hey, this is Jackson's favorite place, by the way. More on that later, I'm sure. But anyway, if you're going to be at MHI, come on and see us Tuesday at 12:30. If you're at MHI Tuesday, 12:30, the Learning Lab. We're going to unveil what I told you we had coming up. It's a big collaboration. I'm not going to say it's a huge collaboration. Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. And, well, I'm going to fill you in on that Tuesday. You guys have a great day, man. We'll be talking soon. I'm excited to be here with you guys always. Love this time together. Love the time we get to pour into you guys. We'll be talking again tomorrow. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.